Yo, thank you for joining us on another episode of KLM University. I'm your host, Harlem Legend, and today we got another dope guest in the building. It's my brother, Junglebeats. Bro, he produced some of the hottest records in the game. He worked with Lil Durk, Lil Kim, DDG. Y'all want to introduce y'all guys to one of the finest producers in the game. Yo, my brother, Junglebeats.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, brother?
This 6 figures off beats, man. 6 figures off beats, man.
Yo, so welcome to the A, bro. I heard you just came out here, right?
Well, man, I love the A. It's like a second home to me. I've been down here for a minute, just learning the culture, learning the music, learning the people. It's a different market than Chicago.
Mm-hmm. So that's what brought you to the A, though?
Different market. I was Chicago, I love my city, don't get me wrong. Great food, great views. But as far as the music, I didn't have the much outlets I needed to advance my career. And I got to a cap where I had to go somewhere else to reach another potential or another level.
Absolutely. So, we know you got put on, you produce a Lil Durk joint, right? So how did that go? How did you wind up connecting with Lil Durk?
Shout out to a DJ named DJ Meal Ticket. He was G Herbo DJ at the time. And G Herbo picked up the track before everybody else. Before it even started, it was G Herbo. G Herbo loved the track. He recorded with Ticket in the studio, and it became a phenomenon. It got leaked, and then it came from being leaked to the major platforms all over. Like, they created dance moves, TikToks, commercials. We didn't have concerts run. It's still going today. Like, the last concert Lil Durk did, he performed No Auto Durk.
So how did it get from G Herbo to Lil Durk?
All right, well, G Herbo has so much notoriety with the song that other people began to jump on it. It reached New York with Young and May. It didn't touch so many people. I didn't even list the names of everybody who touched that record.
Tell them the record, what it is again. Tell them.
It's called No Auto.
Yeah, No Auto.
And it originated from Never Cared from G Herbo. And then it just spun out to all Lil Kim, everywhere.
So how was it like growing up? Were you like in Chicago? Like, was you close in those areas where you could bump into Lil Durk and his people, or you just have to find your way?
Yeah, so Chicago's small. Durk used to play basketball with my stepfather named Terry Jones. He was a football coach at Robeson. That's where Durk went, Robeson. So, he had seen him in the hallways. He told me before. And then I grew up in the area. I went to Simeon on 87 and Vincennes. So, I mean, everything is kind of close.
Yeah, within the vicinity. I heard the blocks is really close together.
Yeah, it's real close. You get up with anybody, quick, lightning quick, So, that's the really demographics of it.
Since we on the topic of Durk, like, how you feel about Lil Durk being in jail right now? Like,
I feel like that man went hard. You know how some people get captured before they even let out the music? I feel like this man went Grammy. Like, he at the superstar level. It ain't affecting him at no. I mean, he can't celebrate his success that he got. And he's an amazing pioneer. And I don't wish jail on no one. But I feel like we just got to hold it down for him. Like, keep going, keep his legacy alive. All his teammates, all his peers, just got to keep going and keep his name alive.
You feel like something is, like, you feel like he got arrested for something behind music? Like, you know how they say people, like, they try to kill people for, their music and just conspiracy. Do you feel like there's any conspiracy behind that?
I mean, I don't get into that. I feel like that's for the fans.
Yeah.
It build up for the fans. That ain't my niche.
Nah, I feel you. Nah, you don't have to answer, because I be trying to figure out, like, how does people, like, it seems like right now there's a focus on hip hop, right? On the rappers, and sometimes it's like they be picking out certain people.
I mean, you just got to be careful, how you move, period. Displaying yourself to the public. You got to understand these phones can reach millions of people. What you put out there can sometimes come back and hunt you. And you know, you learned that back in high school. Be careful what you put on the internet. And I ain't saying that's relate to anyone, but I'm just saying you just got to be cautious because people are watching. It was a part of my coach. Like my coach preached, what you do behind scenes is always seen by someone. You know. And that always stuck with me. So I try to make sure I'm mirroring if my mother was there, or if my father, or if my coach was there looking at me today's time, what they approve. It ain't really being a people person, but it's being like, are you straight? Are you moving right? You know, what messages are you delivering out here for everybody, even including the youth?
Do you feel like it's important to have the right people around you in your circle?
Of course. I feel like you are the 5 people around you. If y'all all ain't on nothing, you gonna be the 6th one. You feel me? I kind of put myself around people only that have some type of, you know, phenomenal success in that department of things. You know, like of music. You know, and I don't necessarily just hang with music people. I hang with actresses, models. I hang with designers.
So you change your circle up a little.
I changed it up, yeah, because it's all different markets, you know, and then you know, you just touching bases with a lot of different people, and these people have connection with the same people in your industry as well. You know, that's all this politics.
Nah, absolutely. You'd be surprised who you could, you know, networking. Networking is so important. Like based on, and it's not just coming from just other rappers knowing other rappers and producers knowing rappers. It's producers. Like I feel like you're actually stepping out and you're networking with other people to actually broaden your experience with different people.
And there's also getting people familiar with your sound. As producers and musicians, we have a sound. The more people you work with, the more people you bring your sound with, the more your sound begins to, you know, expand. You know, like you know how it is with a Metro and Future or a ATL Jacob in the Future. Like you can tell the difference. Then you can see the Young Thug and Weezy and Gunna and Turbo. It's all vibes. You know.
I was gonna ask you, how do you catch your vibe?
Well, mine's honestly, look, I have a systematic system. Like I feel like I gotta have good food. I gotta have good views. I gotta have a good engineer. I have to have a good studio, and I have to have some vibes in the studio.
Do you need ladies in the vibe?
I have to have ladies because they gonna tell it to you first. So you might have a few cats in the studio that's guys, but they ain't gonna necessarily, you know, be like, nah, this shit ain't it. Or you know, there's a lot of yes men's going on because they trying to save hurting somebody's feelings. Like, tell it to me flat out. You know, I put everybody in the mix so they can I can get instant results right then and there. And once these crowd of people all confirm, like, yeah, this is a record. We on to something.
Some people don't like to be in the studio with a lot of people though when they creating.
You ever get that? I'm both ways. I learned to put myself in the mix. I can have 20 people in there, DJs, strippers. I can have everybody in the mix.
So that gets you in your zone.
Well, I have to put myself like that. Most people don't start off like that, and they get, you know, anxiety, social anxiety. I don't get that no more. Like, it was a point of time I was when I was younger, probably like around 19, 20, 21. I'd probably be like, man, I'm in a place I don't know where I belong or something like that. But at the end of the time, that's where my business is. That's where the office is. If I was in an office space, the office is the studio.
Nah, absolutely.
So I got to perform. You know, I can't just be thinking about how I feel. And my client loves this type of feeling. You know, I'm in his space at the end of the day, trying to get the job done. Most importantly, get bills paid.
Absolutely. That's the number one goal.
Because if I was to go to an NFL team or an NBA team, I'm going to a different city. I'm adapting to that city. I'm adapting to the way of things of that city. Same thing with music. You go into a different studio environment, a high scale or mid-range or low scale. You got to adapt to the environment.
Nah, absolutely. So, question, is there anybody that you feel like you haven't worked with that you want to work with now in the game?
I want to work with the females. Like I pretty much work with all the top guys in the industry. I probably want to work with Future and on the male side, the Future definitely. Let me see, a Drake. I want to work with Drake, and then let me see. I got a upcoming rapper in Chicago that I want to shout out, Lil Chucky. I work with Chucky.
Okay, Lil Chucky. That's fire.
And then for the female side, I want to work with Chinese Kitty. I
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
she's
work
fire.
with. I want to work with. What's her name? What's her name? What is her name? I be
No,
forgetting.
no
her name.
Glorilla? Like, yeah,
I mean, Glorilla.
Fire right
Glorilla dope.
yeah.
She dope. I rock with Glorilla. If that was to ever set up, I want to work with her as well. But you know, these are my top. Like I gotta work with Chinese Kitty. I gotta work with who else? I want to work with a Scissor. I want to work with, and then the third person I say top. These are my top three. My last one I probably want to work with is a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj.
Would it be like a hood song, or would it be like one of them club bangers, like
Club bangers for sure.
dancing joints?
I feel like my sound is club.
Club.
Like I turn up the club. Like that's what I really like. Like mine is really party scene music, you know. But I am also trying to switch up and get into dance hall. I want to be able to reach like Jamaica,
That's
stuff
what I'm
like
talking
that.
about, yeah.
And so that's
Open up your
that's coming in the near future. Me getting involved with the dance hall, and that got a lot to do with different relationships and different music producers in that environment as well. I'll be working with more live instrumentation, or you know, more sounds that
and
require
different drums and different beats. Yeah,
than the
sounds.
regular sonic 808 sound or the spins 808. I'll be working more with drums and percussions and you know,
Who would you want to work with as a reggae artist? Like who?
as a Hot Boy.
Okay.
Him. It's a couple of I don't got their names and I don't want to disrespect them on their names and stuff
I
like
feel you, I
that.
feel you.
But it's a lot. Like
That's crazy because like I'm about to go to Jamaica in December for Vibes Cartel. Like he's like the the dance hall god. For yeah.
and the thing is, it's crazy. Like you could be so locked in on your country. There's other countries out here they making money, like Canada.
People don't know about. You know how many people ask, yo, do you know who Vibes Cartel is? They be like, nah. I'm like, he's the world boss for reggae artists. He's like the Michael Jackson for reggae artists. Bro.
And that's
People don't be
sometimes
knowing about him.
And that's what I mean. Sometimes you gotta get out your country to experience that. Like I probably heard of him, but never like studied him or how his flow of music is. But
See, I come from New York, so it's like it's diverse and cultural. So I have you go to Flatbush, Brooklyn, it's nothing but Jamaicans. You go to Spanish Harlem, that's Spanish people. You know what I mean? You go to different parts, so you get a lot of different cultural, experiences when you live in like those major cities, especially New York. You know, it's just so diverse. So
we got that in Chicago. You know, we got Chinatown, we got Pilsen.
absolutely, yeah. I forgot you from Chicago, yeah. So you know exactly what that diversity is. I just always like different culture sounds. I'm not just a one sound guy. I like to diversify my.
I just feel
catalog.
like you're exactly, and that's the key word right there. Catalog is everything. Catalog is the difference between a lot of money you could be making, and that's like if you think about catalog is a wide range of different genres, and this genre might make you this amount, but this genre over here might send you out of here in a good way.
If you know how to work that market, because they've been waiting for a different sound. You probably bring that different sound to this market, and now you could just take off in a new way. But that's dope. Let me see. I got some more. So some of my people wanted to ask you some questions. Let me see what the people want to know. So one question is, how do you approach creating a beat from scratch? Do you start with melody, rhythm, or something else?
Me, I don't care what nobody say. I start out with the melody.
Okay.
Now, I'll start off with 808 if I'm coming into somebody else's space, but me, I gotta feel that vibe to put the drums too. You know, that's just the way I do it. You know, it's no right or wrong way, but for me, Junglebeats, I'm starting out with the melody.
Yeah, that's your strategy.
And actually, you know, I know the loop game has took over, but me, I'm actually playing them out myself. So I'm sitting there pressing chords and keys. I'm not the best. I'm not saying I'm a full-fledged pianist like my producer partners, OGs like
we got Ryan Leslie, one of them.
Ryan Leslie, you got Zaytoven, you got you know all them big cats.
Yeah, I know how to really play all the instruments.
Cassius J, that man, they Sunday service. They fluid. They building,
and that's how you make the different sound when you know how to actually play the actual, you know, instrument to that sound. Yeah, and know the tones, and you could really create a dope sound to that.
But also with that, there's a lot of producers that use different ways of creating their beats from different DAWs. Like Zaytoven and Cassius J, they using analog, more so MPCs and gear.
Kind of like a Kanye type situation where Kanye does the
Beat drums, beat machines,
beat machine.
Jazzy Faye doing the same thing. Those are the OGs. They stick to what they know. They like that. Me, I'm kind of new generation. I'm using DAWs like Fruity Loops or Ableton, you know, stuff like that. You know, Logic. You know, I play with those to get a different sound, export, put in the FL. But my primary is FL Studio. I learned that from all the other years back up to this point now, or the version.
That's dope. Let me ask you, do you ever want to work with, like, do you collab with other producers? You just more so, like, make sure your sound is your sound?
My biggest records came from collaboration. My biggest, I went platinum, gold. This should be double platinum by now. But when I did the Never Cared with G Herbo, DJ Meal Ticket. When I did the song with Corey LeRae, that was DJ Meal Ticket. When I did the song with Louis Ray, that was a collaboration with this producer Six out in Germany.
So you're a fan of the collabs?
Oh yeah, for sure. If we can get to the bag quickly, like, and they like your sound, let's mesh it together. Chicago with wherever you from.
Okay.
Let's blend it.
We work together. So you ever heard a beat that you felt like, damn, I wish I would have made that motherfucking beat?
No.
No?
Because when you get like that, you develop some type of animosity, or you know how your teachers say, pay attention to your own paper. I don't never get like, I should have made this beat, or I'm gonna make this beat just like this producer. No, because that's God gave him that gift. God gave him
somebody else's shit.
Yeah, that's somebody else. Pain music or struggle music or love music. You know, but I can respect it. I can love it as a consumer. You know.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Absolutely, we support everybody's stuff. Right?
But I became the guy that you want to be the creator of it. You know, you just want to create something that's yours, and nobody can take. They know you for that.
That's your shit. That's how you build your sound.
You will never go out of business either.
Because it's your sound, right? That's so fire.
Your recipe. Like when Kentucky Fried Chicken made that's his recipe.
Nobody could take.
Yeah, he ain't out of He ain't out of the market yet. He ain't bankrupt. Ain't nothing.
Nobody can figure out that's his
recipe.
His own special recipe.
Nobody can make the Oreos like Oreos. So once you get your recipe.
Facts. Let me see. So somebody had a question. How do you handle the business side of the music production, like such as copyright and royalties and contracts? Like,
me, I'm a collaborator, so I collaborate with the business as well. Shout out to this firm named Mezzo Agency. Tammy, she's a big dog over there. Tammy handled all of my administration. I know it for my own, but I hired her to lessen the stress on me. You know, I just want to make the beats. I leave her to do the business, arguing with people. That's what I hire her for.
Some people feel, like they get scared of that because they feel.
No, you don't need to be scared. Like sometimes it ruins relationships, and I get it. It do, but it need to be said. Don't you know how some people like, you should never say that? Sometimes you need to say it. Let everybody feel it. Let whoever walk away from the play, walk away from the play. You know,
It be feeling like too many hands in the pot. It starts.
it's records that got 6 producers. It's records with 3 writers on it. You feel me? Whoever get the job done to get the money. That's what I'm with. You know, I don't really care how many people on it. I prefer it to be less, but what if you got 6 people and it's making $7 billion? $7 billion split all those ways. It's a nice little chunk.
I take 7.
And you notoriety and global.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah. So, got another question. Somebody asked, have you ever been fucked on a deal?
yes. My first deal was a work for hire, and I didn't know.
Damn.
And
That look like.
it was basically, we pay you up front, and that's all you get. But after some, we went gold or some platinum. I mean,
And that's before you knew the business side of like, how to,
but the good thing is each record is its own ID. So when somebody recreate a different version, that doesn't apply to the same record that record was ID'd under. So each ID is on each version.
yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Producer agreements goes out on each different versions.
Okay. So you put me on the game on how the game goes.
Yeah, so basically just get somebody that got more experience than you. If you're a young producer, get somebody that's older than you and well experienced. Stop doing everything yourself because it becomes sloppy business, and your own mental could get in the way of certain deals that you could have talked yourself out of it, or you just didn't have enough information to succeed to fulfilling the business of it.
Nah, for real. Like, do you like the way hip hop is going like right now with production? Like how like new producers just come out of anywhere and people are just taking different types of beats and they just jumping on any kind of beat from YouTube or whatever the case may be. Do you feel like it's messing up the industry, or do you feel like
I feel like it's free ball. Understand this though, like every beat has a producer that is going through real life experiences, and there's no cameras on that. Like this person can have a horrible past, like you shared with me earlier about your past, your family traumas. Each producer separately goes through some of those things where they deserve it because God gives all the blessings. Them people, it was their time. I feel like everybody have their time to shine. You know, it might come back to you again. Like you messed up this one, it might come back to you again, or you had enough, chill, and then it come back to you.
Yeah, because the game used to be different back in the days. Like people used to stick with that one producer, and you know it'd be just Scott Storch, you know, just going ham. You hear it everywhere. Now I feel like people are getting their beats from all over, and it's kind of harder for producers to lock in with that one artist.
To me, I feel like the game changed, and nobody has said this. I feel like part of the game change is when them producers was selling beats for $60,000, $70,000. I feel like that was busting these rappers over the head, and I'm not saying it's not worth it for that no more, but I feel like they caught on like, heck no, this man got 4 or 5 different Cubans on his neck. What's going on? Like, you know, but
I don't think it. I think it was. I think that's part of it, and I also think that people caught wave to the internet. Like the internet just got so much bigger.
Well, they feel like they should call outsource when the business outsource from. You know, and it's business. It's business. If you want a lawyer, you know, or nobody that knows what he's doing, but you can get your price off. You know, I feel like that's what people did, and that became a storm. Like, but that's because we don't have no regulations, or we don't have no type of firm that regulate us music producers. Which I see Sony Digital is trying to pull it together. And I hope they pull it together, but it's gonna be a long journey on putting it together because it's global. You gotta get everybody involved.
Nah, for real.
That's a task.
So how much importance do you place on sampling in the hip hop production, and how do you approach it creatively?
I don't sample at all.
Okay.
But when I did sample, I sampled Young Dolph. I work with Jay Fizzle. Jay Fizzle asked me to sample some stuff. That really got me out of that mood of sampling because he wanted it to get done. And I was like, I really don't do it, but let me try it to see what it did.
I feel like it makes some producers lazy a little bit.
It makes producers lazy, but at the same time, I mean, if it's buzzing and it's popping, it's assumed that when the listener is listening, they listen and have a good time. They not listening to be like, well, this is in the past. This is not. They want to groove back to it again, you know. Yeah. And if the artist lay down some great lyrics to it, like it don't matter. They get to relive it again.
Yeah, relive it again. Now, honestly, like I think Big X a plug, like his producer is fire. I ain't gonna lie, like wherever you get the beats, them beats are fire, and it kind of gives you that old but new school feel, right?
And that's the thing. I'm not an old school producer. Like people like, you don't know this, you don't know. I mean, at some point, it kind of my ears turned off.
It's so much to listen to, bro.
Because it's so much to listen to.
Everybody.
And then back then, I don't know what y'all. They was making some whack music. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, the instrumentation was nice. But some of them artists back in the day were saying some stuff that was like, if y'all hear this stuff at y'all age right now, that was off the wall, off the charts.
I feel you.
Like we listening and hearing things over. Like I'm appalled that I didn't recognize what they were saying on the track.
So you think music is better now than it was before?
No.
Okay, 'cause I'm about to say they saying some real crazy shit now.
Yeah, now I feel like everybody's just trying to copy each other, and that's cool, but. Timberland was right. We do need some new vibes, creativity, and stuff like that. We do need it.
I wanted to come back to the positive energy. Like I think we need some more of that, especially where we are feeling as a country. Like, bro, we're not in the best of mindset to be hearing some bang, 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 bah, bah, bah. Like we need something to uplift us and give us some type of inspiration a little bit.
I feel like hip hop is for the general.
It's for the
general. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like that can apply somewhere where you need that extra push because really it's motivation. Really, like sometimes you hear that pop, pop, pop. What if you in the sport that gladiator sport?
They get you ready for
football is a gladiator sport. True. You need to hear some stuff like that.
But we don't want to just hear that. I'm not saying take it all away. Like we need all of it, but I don't want to just hear that 90%. But
I feel like people is watching other people's paper. Make your music and stay in your lane. There's too many people trying to copy the Futures. There's too many people trying to copy Thug. There's too many people trying to
feel like those type of sounds sell. That's what's being pushed on the radio.
But you gotta understand, them people came with their own sound. Have you heard that old Future with the auto-tune? People didn't like his old stuff. People is now swapped on to Future. Back in then, he was getting that auto-tune right. There's some tracks I played y'all that Future auto-tune was not in sync. But he caught on, he found, he kept making music. And he Future today. You feel me? The one at the top.
It take you a little while to find your
So you gotta
rhythm,
stick to your lane.
That's true.
Until it become prime where everybody wanna copy you.
Yeah.
That's the key.
So that's where we at right now. Everybody just copying each other.
They copying each other instead of staying on their own road and letting the fans choose you.
So where would you want to see hip hop go? Like, what's the direction you want to see it going?
I want to see the producers get more notoriety and shine, and pay your producers. I feel like when they saw the producers getting paid era thing, I feel like great music could come. Right now, I feel like, and then swap out some of those old record label people. It's time to reinvent the wheel with new A&Rs. People like what's his name? Ray. What is it? Ray. Yeah, Ray. And A&Rs in him like him. He's like an Atlanta A&R, and he relates to people. Like
what record? I mean, what label he's with?
I thought he was with Universal. Yeah. And then he now venture off and do his own thing, but he started with them and built all, like, he got records everywhere.
I feel like he's trying, he understands the...
He definitely understands. He got his podcast as well.
And everything, yeah.
And I actually met him. Shout out to the guy that introduced me to Ray, Ray Daniels is his name. I have to get that last name, Ray Daniels.
Ray Daniels.
I think it needs to be more enthusiastic people like Ray Daniels to get more records out there. You feel?
Okay, I appreciate that. Let me see. So, how do you measure success as a hip hop producer? Awards, impact, longevity, or something else?
Honestly, I could care about Grammy awards and stuff like that. It's what you could success is what your family look like at the end of the day. When you go home, clock out, leave the business, and you go back home. What do your family look like? What do your circumstances look like off the media?
Some people just want the chain around their necks.
And I feel you. If they make that make they and then that's what I'm saying. It's success is really what you feel like you need. Because some people, they family rich as ever already. You feel me? They been living like that. You know, success is really up to you where you feel like it needs to be. But me, it's not materialistic to me. Me, it's more so everybody in the family know these records, they playing it. My mama playing it in her car, which it happened for me already. It was so real for me to see that.
Wow, so
Cousins,
actually touching the
crazy.
people, like touching the
Man,
people
touching your
that
family, your
yeah,
family hearing this all on the
and they
radio.
realize what you're going
Different, they favorite rappers on your beats and stuff. And, like it's global. Like when Lil Kim hopped on it, that's my mama's favorite rapper. You know, she loves Lil Kim, and I met Lil Kim. She invited me to VIP listen her listening party. Album number 9, Auto Blanco is this name of the record. She invited me. When I met Lil Kim, it was legendary. It was like, man, this is what I've been seeing on TV, all the history behind Biggie and all that. Like that's a real legend.
I know she is a
And to
legend.
be interact with her and have a conversation with her. She knew who I was and all of that. That was
dope.
That was dope.
That was life changing. Nah, I feel you.
That was life changing, right?
Hell yeah, that's a legend, bro. And you don't just walk up down the street and see Little Kim.
Man, she touched me, man.
Oh shit!
She touched
Oh
me.
shit!
I was like, Kim.
I feel you. I wouldn't even know what I'd do if Little Kim was around, bro. But that's fire. So, what does the next 5 years look like for Junglebeats?
Me, I'm trying to go. I want a building. I want Jungle to have a creative space for other creators to come in, record their music, shoot videos, just connect and network, but in a business space, not necessarily just a studio. Some people just see themselves having a studio. I really want one of them Wall Street buildings.
So you gonna leave the you still gonna do the beats, or you just want?
Yeah, I'm still doing the beats, but like I said, collaboration is key. I want to put people in position. I still want to make my music as well, but I want to become a manager, A&R.
Would you ever do a label?
Basically it's a label, but I want a creative print. I don't necessarily want to focus just on signing people and
I think people that's starting to get a little outdated. Like
it is getting outdated, and then you don't know if you're gonna get a return.
Yeah,
Your artist might say, "I don't want to do this no more." We ends up with advancing you, and you talk about you done, or you put yourself in the jam, and now we can't get our money back. So I understand those different parameters and different things. So that's where I would be more so on the artist development side,
play by play,
introducing them to the label.
Yeah, and you also play it by play. You know, like just that one little deal. Here you go, and you get your piece off of that. You know, and that's the easiest way to do it, hands off.
Part ways, or you can stay.
Yeah,
Keep going. That's my 5 years, and that it sounds easy to do, but you gotta come up with the capital. You gotta come up with the network, and you gotta come up with all the different things that come along with having just that vision. That vision sounds so easy.
I know.
But
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, where you start with that vision? Where
it been started. The main start is working with the people, building up your credibility, getting the accolades like the Platinum Gold, RIA records.
The credibility.
Yeah.
Because you already got it. You got the credibility, so it's gonna be easy.
And then tap in with the people, like meeting the top people, so they know who you are, and they send their kids or their cousins or their nephews and nieces and stuff to me. Yeah, and they know that they gonna be well taken care of coming into my facility because we mean business.
You gotta get the right team around you because you know you can't handle everybody. Jungle.
Exactly, and that's why I say collaboration is key. Like, if you're a beast, A&R, come on, join over here. Let's put your ideas with my ideas and let's see what we come up with.
Nah, for real. So, I know before we leave, I wanted to ask you a question, right? So, tell the people, because I thought I had it mistaken. I thought you did the Bobby Smyrna beat, the hot nigga.
Yeah,
A lot of people get it confused.
I get that a lot. They so caught up on his tag. His tag is, they think it's Junglebeats holla at me. No, it's Junglebeats holla at me. You can find this on YouTube. He broke it down. He rewinded it. He slowed it down on what it actually said. But I'm only Junglebeats. I'm Junglebeats.
Do people ask you that a lot outside though? Like,
no, some people know. We know you didn't do that, but then there's some people that just catching on with who I am, and they hit me with that question.
I thought that was. I swear, I thought it was you, bro. Junglebeats, but nah, that's good to know. We want to make sure we clarify that for the people, man.
Yeah, Junglebeats signed the Rock Nation. I'm Junglebeats.
Yeah, all right, nah. So we got that out the way. But I have one final thing that I want to ask you. I wanted to talk about. I have a segment that we do. It's called School 'em, right? And it's just putting the people into some knowledge that you might want to share with them and lead them with, right? So I want you to school the people, bro. Lead them with some knowledge.
I know as a producer, financial is everything. So how you manage your financial success with the music is you simply you gotta build your catalog. The gem out of this all is catalog. Just because you work with an artist that just don't have the future fan base, having 7 to 20 different artists on that same type of income of just, maybe a few $1,000s. Plus the big time is like, say if you get a little Dirk like me or you get a little Kim like me or something like that, that's a plus. You feel me? But catalog work and how many different songs building up this certain amount of income. You feel me? And then not only you could do that, you could play with it. Like you can sell a chunk of your catalog. Like Future did that. It's a lot of people that sold a chunk of their catalog, and they developed that catalog over years. Me, for instance, my main goal was catalog. Like I didn't talk to no label for like 10 years of my whole life. I was building nothing but who I'm gonna work with next. Who the big ones in my city? I'm finna tap in with the big ones in my city. Hey, can I send you some beats? I have to work those relationships. That's not an overnight process. Any producer think that it's gonna come easy like that. It's not. Them people gotta get to know you. You coming into their territory. You coming into how they do things. You gotta get tapped in, twin.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. And that's the main thing. Like, you shouldn't want to get handed nothing easy anyway because it can get taken away that easy.
Nah, for real. And just keep working. Tell them to keep their foot on their necks.
Right.
Don't take no breaks. Like, as soon as you think you made one beat, it's not going to be the one that's going to cover you for the rest of your life. So that catalog is very important, right?
It's gonna take care of you.
Somebody told me it's like an apartment building. You got to just keep putting doors in that units in that apartment building, right? And I think that's really so true because the more units you have, the more money you're gonna make out of it, right?
The crazy part is, I'm gonna tell y'all some gems that the OG producer like Zaytoven told me. Zaytoven told me the same thing. He said, rock your catalog. Like, for instance, he went jewelry. Like, jewelry is a way to sell yourself. Jewelry is your uniform when you step in the studio. Like, you have to give me that respect. Like, it's your uniform. And they all came from catalog. They all came from placement.
Shit, that's crazy.
You feel me? Stuff of that sort. Cassius J, this is Jim. He told me, he just told me, like, his main thing, like, the thing with Cassius is he's such a sponge. Like, he soaked up the game from Zaytoven and Jazzy Faye and them like that. Like, and his main thing was learning instrumentation. Was learning the keyboard and stuff like that. Playing on Sunday. His way of coping with things was giving back to the Lord for free. The man told me he do the church piano at church for free.
Wow.
You feel me? That was his way to cope and give back for the blessings God gave him. And he made tremendous Roddy Ricch records and stuff like that. So being around the peers of mine, and he introduced me to Zay. So, you know, that got to be something big right there of showing who you are as a person. If somebody is willing to introduce you to Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's so
fire,
man.
So that really changed my whole life right there, that moment right there. You know, as a producer, watching YouTube tutorials and life of a producer, like getting close to any of those producers in a real realm of real life, this real life twin, and for you to talk to one of the greats, the OGs, that shit sat and felt good to me, man. Life changed,
right? That's crazy, man. So
it's more jails he leaked, but that stuff.
We're gonna leave that for next time, though. We're gonna leave that for when you come back, man. So, question: would you come back and join me again, brother?
Oh yeah. Y'all tune in to the next one. I'm gonna show y'all the growth of this. So what I'm saying now is this. Hopefully y'all see the growth from now to the next one, you guys.
Absolutely. So let the people know how they can find you, brother.
Junglebeats. Instagram is at JungleBoyBeats. Everywhere else is Junglebeats. YouTube, JungleBoyBeats. Y'all go check out the vlogs on YouTube. Y'all go check out the link in my bio. It show y'all a lot of music. Y'all can go to different platforms and listen to some of my music. Go to my SoundCloud. I drop songs with different artists that's up and coming on my SoundCloud. So y'all get to hear my music and beats and stuff like that. And it's just give them a shine too, you know. So y'all go check me out on there.
Nah, that's dope. Yo, please go check my brother out. He got some fire beats and he got some more shit coming soon. I really appreciate you for joining me, bro. It's been a pleasure getting to know who you are, getting to know everything about you. And I look forward to next time.
Yes, sir.
Bro.